An arsonist is suspected to have struck in the Adelaide Hills on a day of catastrophic fire danger. The CFS preventing a disaster by containing the blaze within the rugged terrain of the Belair National Park.
An attack from land and air. But with the seat of the blaze deep in a gully, it was the aircraft that had the most effect. More than 100 CFS volunteers on the ground doing their best to keep the flames from rising up the treacherous slopes towards houses near Belair National Park and Crafers.
Now we've got obviously falling branches and things that always happen on firegrounds, so the guys and the girls out there have to be really careful about where they're working and where they're walking.
One wayward branch did land on a firefighter who was taken to Flinders Medical Centre with back injuries. Another treated for heat exhaustion. After preventing one flank from reaching railway tracks, crews suddenly found themselves fighting a second outbreak, ignited from embers spread by strong winds.
Because of the terrain, we have difficulty getting appliances in, so a lot of our crews have to walk in, carry hose and everything else that they need.
By noon, the efforts were rewarded, the blaze contained after blackening 4 hectares. However, the CFS is concerned it could flare up again tonight with fierce winds on the way. Some nearby Adelaide Hills residents deciding early in the day to leave their home.
Under the catastrophic conditions, that it's probably not sensible for us to try and stay here and look after the place.
We're all sort of walking around thinking to ourselves, the season's not over yet, what's coming up next?
Live now to reporter Catherine Kennedy. And Kat, the news broke late this afternoon that the fire is suspicious. What's the latest now?
Look, Will, detectives from Sturt CIB now believe the Belair blaze was ignited by 4 separate fires that was ignited in a remote part of Belair National Park that was also closed for the day due to the catastrophic fire danger. Now, suspicions were further raised by the fact there were no lightning strikes in the area that could have ignited the fire. Now, earlier today, people were evacuated from Belair cabins as they were in direct threat of the fire, but luckily volunteers managed to contain the blaze before it reached the cabins. Now, but the threat of this fire flaring up is serious. Wind gusts of up to 75 kilometres an hour are predicted when the late change arrives shortly. And the CFS has issued a warning that fires burning in these conditions are fast moving, unpredictable and uncontrollable. So they're urging Adelaide Hills residents to make a decision sooner rather than later if they'll stay or go. Will.
Yeah, thanks very much, Catherine Kennedy there live.